As most of you know, we expanded our team a couple weeks ago and we'll be posting lots of content relating to the studious part of World Scholars Cup and also the fun side of World Scholars Cup. Debating is an event enjoyed by many scholars, and lots of newbies walk in very clueless about what they're supposed to do. Remember, there's a difference between reading a guide and being able to understand the guide and apply the information to your advantage. Lollipop or win? No, you don't get any lollipops, but a lollipop is when you lose. But don't worry, you shouldn't view a lollipop as a total failure, but just one step back and an opportunity to learn from your mistakes and grow as a debater. Structure of a debate. You're given a motion, you're either supporting the motion, affirmative, or against the motion, negative. Then you're given 15 minutes to research and 4 minutes per speaker. As you can see on the timetable, we have the first affirmative speaker, 1 minute to confer, first negative speaker, 1 minute to confer, second affirmative speaker, 1 minute to confer, second negative speaker, 1 minute to confer, third affirmative speaker, 1 minute to confer, third negative speaker, feedback, and then results on who lollipopped and who won. This house believes that there should be a shortcut for key smashing.
Think back to the last time you used a key smash. Maybe you were frustrated with technology, or maybe you were just trying to pass time on Discord. Frankly, there are just far too many instances of key smashes for there not to be a dedicated button for a key smash. A key smash button would allow for faster response times, could help us in situations where random text is necessary, and also avoid awkward spell check errors. Having to press less button obviously translates to less time pressing buttons, so this means faster response times. Instead of pressing multiple buttons, a single key smash button would cut down on time and would also decrease wear on your computer's keyboard. Passwords are frankly a pain. If someone guesses them, your account is instantly compromised. So by having a dedicated key smash button, we would be allowed to have randomly generated passwords that can be saved onto our computer. By this, we can obtain higher security by decreasing the probability of somebody guessing our passwords. Finally, I think that we've all had those moments where spell check has been the doom of a conversation. Like that one time that I accidentally texted somebody that they were a horse. That did not end well. Similarly, key smashes are often corrected to be a completely different term. However, by having a singular key smash button, we could save on these errors and have less problems in our conversations. Clearly, a dedicated key smash button has so many benefits, from saving time to saving our social reputation. By having this, we'd not only be able to automate one of the most used terms, but also solve plentiful problems with it.
Today as the Affirmative team, we believe that a shortcut for key smashing is reasonable and beneficial. First of all, the definition. Key smashing refers to a random string of letters and symbols typed out on a keyboard or touchscreen used to signal intense emotion in written communication. Today we're going to set up a model, which is to set up a button for key smashing, which means you can key smash by clicking that button or develop new short forms of words like LOL. Today I'm going to tell you 2 points. First, why a shortcut for key smashing is reasonable, and second, why is it necessary? First of all, why people key smash is because they don't know what to say or they don't want to find words to describe their feelings. And therefore the point of key smashing is not smashing the keyboard, but to type a random strings of letters. And thus, setting a button for key smashing will bring harms to the key smashing trend. Secondly, we believe that people nowadays require fast speed on internet communications. For example, many short forms are developed, like IRL, which means in real life, and LOL, which means laugh out loud. And a shortcut for a random string of letters is very useful as it increases your typing and communicating speed, and therefore which will ultimately reach the amount of people of fast internet communication speed. And thus it brings benefits. In conclusion, today I prove to you that first, shortcuts for key smashing is reasonable, and second, shortcuts for key smashing only brings benefits but not harms. Proud to propose. Thank you.
The key smash. A staple of modern internet culture, some argue that it should have its very own shortcut. But, are they right? As a speaker on the Affirmative team, I wholeheartedly say yes. Firstly, it is much more efficient. On average, teenagers spend 10 whole minutes every day deciding what type of key smash to use, and a further 10 minutes to actually type it out. This is ridiculous. Teens should be able to easily access their favorite shortcut whenever they want, so they can react to content however they want, without sacrificing their entire day. Secondly, to deny teenagers of easily accessible key smashes is to deny them of their freedom of expression. Let's be honest, even if you struggle with the English language, one glance at a key smash is all you need to understand exactly how someone is feeling. A key smash transcends language barriers and brings people together because they feel comfortable expressing their true selves with the knowledge that they will be fully understood and accepted in return. If you deny people the opportunity to efficiently key smash with shortcuts, you are denying them of the right to truly express themselves in a fully efficient way, and I find that despicable. And finally, we have nothing to lose from creating shortcuts for key smashes. If you like them, you can use them to your heart's content. If you hate them, you can simply not use them at all. Allowing key smashes to become shortcuts does not disadvantage anyone, and who doesn't want to avoid disadvantages? In conclusion, key smashing shortcuts will truly allow us to progress, not only as people, but as a society. It will give us more free time, allow us to truly express ourselves, and break down language barriers. And if you don't like that, then I'm afraid you're standing in the way of positive progress for us all. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tyler, and I will be the first speaker for the negative side debating this motion. Today, I'll be talking about the economic impracticalities of the motion and how it is not even a relevant feature for the majority of computer users. Firstly, I'll be talking about keyboards themselves. Did you know that the average minimal price for a key on a keyboard costs somewhere around $250? This is actually entirely true, and just imagine the economic impact that this key addition would have, purely because millions of people worldwide would have to break open their wallets in order to try and fund the purchase of new keys. This isn't even mentioning the problems that would occur from the need to produce new keyboards as well, as this would have a substantial impact on keyboard production globally. Secondly, the benefits from this change are beyond minimal. The key smash is an expression of joy, frustration, or any intense emotion, and it's a texting technique that is used purely by those who are part of Generation Z. Now, let's examine the fraction of people that actually are using computers. Only 30% of computer users are under the age of 24 in UK, so for millions and millions of people, this incredibly costly feature would not only be a pain to add, but also entirely redundant for their own usage. So, to summarize, we, as the negative team, would argue this motion to fall as it is economically ineffective and has such a little impact on so many people. We, the negative, are proud to oppose this motion.
When us teenagers text each other, we are not just texting, we are conveying our emotions. Sometimes we laugh, we feel happy, sad, or even angry. When we feel this anger, a lot of the time we don't know how to convey it into text. So we use key smashing. Good morning, my name is Farah, and I strongly believe that there shouldn't be a shortcut for key smashing. Now, why do I believe this? It is simple. By having a shortcut for key smashing, we basically normalize unexplainable anger. When we convey these emotions without having an explanation for it, we are screaming at another person without any justifiable reason and giving other people these treatments when it is not their fault. This will surely hurt them, or at the very least, makes them feel uneasy. And I am going to end this statement with a question. Is normalizing an action that will hurt other people a good thing or a bad one? Thank you.
Greetings, my name is Sara Nagpal, ID number 123X. Today, I intend to detail upon why a shortcut for key smashing would be unpragmatic. Key smashing exists to convey an emotion that the user cannot better articulate in words. Thus, if such an action was to be standardized, it would soon develop a fixed connotation, like implying affection, anger, or henceforth, and thus essentially defeat its purpose. The randomness of the letters is what adds to the overall feel of key smashing. One must note that there are numerous devices with physical keyboards, which would be rendered obsolete if there was a physical button that had to be added. If the matter is of a software update which would help the integration of a new shortcut, then one must realize that such an update would require substantial funds. As per Gretchen McCulloch, an author who writes on Internet Speak, key smashing does have a set of conventional norms it follows, each varying by the device used. A button for the same would have to account for a variety of factors. This may require a neural network, or once again, major investment into the project, which would incorporate factors such as the style of the typer, language, devices used, and henceforth. Additionally, key smashing grew common after Wisco culture took the spotlight in 2018. Understanding the fickle nature of both language and society, trends make such an investment unreliable. Typing styles are also heterogeneous across the population. Say, someone using thumbs would have a different key smash in comparison to someone who uses their index fingers to type. Looking at all these factors, one can easily conclude that a shortcut for key smashing would not be a viable investment on the grounds of the funds required and the ever-changing nature of trends in language.